Hello there, kind viewers at home. This is Adam here alongside PK, and we're bringing to you the very first live narration of Jimvitational.
Hello, hello.
Yes, today we have River versus Luthier for round 2 of the Sapphire bracket. Ignore the DPP game on screen. I just needed something to test OBS.
Here we go.
Yes, so on the bottom we have Imposter OCE, better known as River, and on the top, Luthier.
We get treated to a specialty tar right off the bat, perhaps.
Yeah, with River you never know what kind of T-Tar you're gonna get.
He just punches.
Yeah, pretty standard gameplay, turn 1. Skarmory, if it's in the lead slot, always wants to spike up.
There's the spikes. Maybe
Yeah.
a more offensive build. Could be stall.
Yeah, it's either gonna be Spike's offense from Luthier, or it's like Superman or Stall with the Skarmory lead. And Focus Punch T-Tar for River, it could be just about anything.
He has no Fire Blast, likely.
Yeah, if it had Fire Blast, it would have clicked it turn 1. Just getting some lefties.
Skarm.
Yeah. So Luthier will have to reveal something for Zapdos here. Either Blissey on a more traditional TSS team, or could have his own Zapdos, Celebi, Jirachi. So we'll see what it has.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably going to be a Celebi here.
And for River, Zapdos also, and now a Skarm. So, Regice from Luthier. So
okay, so this could really go anywhere at this point.
Yeah, leaning more towards the Spike's offense then. Regice is not really a defensive team kind of Pokemon.
Yeah, it's gonna get pretty fast.
And River unfortunately eats the 10% para from Thunderbolt.
It's a really rough para because if they wanted to trade out the Skarmory, they could get the Toxic on Regice, which would get progress for the Zapdos long term.
Yeah, and you can also get the second layer at the cost of Skarm's life if you ever choose to. Looking like very traditional stuff from River. Got Tar Skarm Bliss with a Zapdos.
Might see something extremely standard this game.
Yes. And Metagrow. Oh, Fire Blast
as we speak.
And the burn. This is a very, very good turn for River.
I believe last week it was Ice Fire.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll be treated to Fire Grass. I know a long time ago people, or maybe not that long ago, but people were playing Fire Grass Bliss.
This is looking like just Big 5 Zap from River.
Yeah.
And some spikes. Oh, there is a Blissey in the back.
No offense, it's just double blob.
This is a very unconventional team from Luthier, and honestly, you love to see it. It's always good to see some innovation in these high-level tournaments. Gengar here probably wants to get out of the way of the Blissey, not eat a Thunder Wave too early.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this Blissey is Thunder Wave though.
Yeah,
it might. Redundant.
Oh, taunts just okay. River more interested in chipping the Blissey down, which makes sense. Taunt obviously also stopping Thunder Wave.
Oh, it doesn't.
And the Blissey seems to have nothing for Gengar, because you would click Ice Beam there if you had it.
Now we get into decisions of do we burn this or do we go?
Yeah, I think going Blissey here is safer from River, like she did. Want to keep the Gengar healthy if it ever needs to do anything later in the game. Most importantly, spin block the Starmie. I'm gonna assume this is a defensive Starmie from Luthier on this kind of team.
Yeah. What do we think we see last here?
Oh, could be a whole host of stuff. You already have your Rock Resist revealed, you have your special check, you have your spinner and your spiker, so really
Probably needs something for a fighter.
yeah, like really
Immense.
user's choice in the back. So Starmie here getting chipped down, but if it has recover, it can click it here and then switch out. And Skarmory's just going to put the layer back up if it can.
I have to say, Luthier looks like he's in an excellent spot.
Yes.
It's extremely rough to make progress here.
Although, if this Starmie is not defensive, then it's going to get chipped down very quickly.
It's revealed.
Yeah,
recover
okay.
T-Wave, so...
Very good, yeah.
It's going to be really hard for this Gengar to break through anywhere.
Yeah.
Unless you keep chipping the Skarmory and then throwing Thunderbolts.
Chip down the Regice, it can eventually taunt the Bliss and keep it at lower health, but...
Yeah. Problem is just, he has to chip Starmie before he can even chip the Regice.
Yeah. This is definitely looking to be a slower, more measured contest between these players.
Absolutely. The progress is pretty much just going to be... I mean, is there progress to be made by Luthier without exploding Regice? I mean, I guess if he gets meta in safely...
Yeah. Oh, aromatherapy. Okay.
That's
very
tough.
Very nice for a defensive team like Luthier's with, you know, hedge against any sort of hacks like earlier with the Fire Blast. And Salamence, which checks fighters, and oh, very nice rock slide.
Very nice.
Yes. But also gives you the progress you need on this kind of Spikes team.
I almost think this could be a Wishman's.
Yeah, with Aromatherapy Bliss, obviously Blissey cannot run both Aromatherapy and Wish, so having another Wish user makes a lot of sense.
And Luthier might have gotten the matchup spot on.
Well, if this is Wishman's, I don't know if it can stay in here because the Tar can click Rock Slide again. Brick Break does not kill BKC Tar from full.
I think with the Intim, it doesn't mind getting out of the way. Oh, it just stays and wishes. That's brave.
Yes. But the right play from Luthier, so...
Yeah, very well played.
And it's Wish Teched. Okay.
This is going to be Toxfire.
Yeah. So very likely Fire move +1, and yeah, Toxic would make a lot of sense. I don't know if it wants to... Yeah, in case...
It doesn't want any chance of paralysis.
Yeah, or in case the Zapdos is HP Ice. No reason to risk it so early.
This is a huge turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think...
He's going to try to bring back Metal later on maybe a Seismic Toss after a Wish.
Yeah, especially because the Gengar's at full, and there's plenty of Pokemon that can eat the boom. It's not really time yet for the Metagross. The burn earlier did look crippling, but luckily the Aromatherapy helps with that. And going Salamence on from Regice is very, very brave from Luthier, considering it can click Rock Slide there, so some very nicely played turns from Luthier, getting the meta in on the Rock Slide, getting some healing. And at 37%, it's going to be close to being able to come in on something, so especially if you get a Wish off to the Metagross. Alright, we have a pause in the action for a second here, so let's take a look at the situation. So Luthier is definitely going to be keeping all his spikes up this game. There's not going to be a spinner in the back for a river, and Luthier will try to get the Starmie in and spin on anything that isn't Gengar. The Gengar doesn't really want to come into defensive Starmie and eat a Thunder Wave. And here, the Skarm getting chipped down with a Starmie still at almost full health is not... I don't know if that's gameplay that'll push for an advantage from River.
I think it's almost desperation. I think Luthier is an almost undeniable driver's seat for the rest of this game. I don't think there's any way to break through the
now
rest of this team.
The Tar is down, and a lot of these TSS teams rely on BKC Tar to make progress against other more defensive teams with reads with Focus Punch. So I think Luthier's looking very good if he can get this spin off.
I think this is where River's trying to go for a game, because this long out, drawn out game, if a Wish hits the Skarm or Regice at this point after a spin, or even Metagross, it looks so extremely rough to get back from.
Yeah, I mean, luckily River has some good Pokemon to be going for it. Zapdos is always threatening if the Regice can be chipped down. And then
Regice is still low, isn't it? It's like 50, probably like 35 after spikes.
Yeah, it's at 45 before. Oh well, there it is, 28%. So unless
if Gengar can manage to break through Bliss, then Zapdos could get away with this game.
I think. Okay, there's the Swampert to round out Big 5. Eats a massive Ice Beam.
But this Regice can no longer come in on a Gengar, even after a sack, so it probably has to stick around. Decide on a Boom or an Ice Beam versus Protect here.
Yeah, I think, well...
I think the Swampert
has the Swampert is revealed faster by leftovers, so as long as Earthquake kills Regice, you click it.
Yeah, it definitely does from here.
And the good thing is, defensive Starmie traditionally just sits on Swampert as long as it likes, as long as it doesn't get crit, so...
I was almost going to mention this exact line where you go Mence just to get the Intim, and then you use Starmie to spin.
Yeah.
At that point, the game is pretty solved.
Yeah, very good line. No Ice Beam on the Mence coming in, which is... I mean, it would have been a ridiculous play.
It might have been the only out, but it would have been a very...
and the very brave Wish on the Swampert switching out.
I get it. If he decides to kill, then this Mence doesn't really need to do anything else.
Yeah, Luthier... Well, River definitely respecting the HP Grass, which is fair. I know Wish Mence can run it if it chooses to. And here, I think Luthier should probably just take... Yeah, he's just...
I think it's really smart to let the Salamence accept the Wish before you try to kill it.
Yeah, and...
she does have Ice Punch.
This should put the Gengar into Starmie Surf range, so it can't even come into Spin Block.
Yeah.
The only
does the Spadefgar in Big 5 outrun defensive Starmie or no?
I mean, I have no idea how fast River made this. River made her Gar. I think she's definitely very creative, so could definitely find a multitude of sets to use, so I'm not even gonna begin to think about what the speed tiers are until it's revealed. Surf there, trying to catch the Gar coming in. Okay.
You get it in, so here's the speed tier.
Oh, okay, so either this Gengar is quite speedy and the Starmie is very slow, or the Starmie is super duper slow.
This is big. Gengar can win here if it gets every turn right. Problem is, he has to break through Regice and Blissey with something.
Well, Blissey is non-factor into this Gengar without Ice Beam, right? It revealed, couldn't touch it. Oh well, that's
extremely rough, especially with it being faster.
Yeah. And it's Rest with Aromatherapy Bliss. Yeah.
I don't really like this rest.
I
He
think
could
Luthier is
stuck.
just willing to be a little greedy with it since the Swampert's frozen. But
If Swampert wakes up there, you could just in a lot of trouble.
yeah, for sure.
It's a heal.
Yeah.
Honestly, River's Blissey is looking really good here.
Okay, Zapdos coming in, so I think this will be a like de facto spin block because yeah, Luthier's not gonna give up the Starmie for free.
Yeah.
So River's hanging in it. I think she needs a little bit more progress and to not let the Regice and the Blissey just sit there healing each other.
Yeah.
All right, third layer goes up.
Spike.
I think at this point you just have to commit to it because the you know, the Skarm is just so low and paralyzed. You have to just go for it at this point. And
Is it in?
I.
This is a Roar Mind game.
Yeah, maybe. I was gonna say Luthier probably just trying to get the spike.
It gets him in front of the Blissey.
Yeah, to not even let the Pert back in. Well, this is a very good double from River, making some progress right now. Alright, sacrificing the Skarmory like I mentioned, not really gonna do much more, just have to commit to spin blocking. Okay.
Excellent.
Toxic is good, but Luthier has two different ways of getting rid of it, so River will have to play this very well to make any progress. And Fire Blast doing 32%. It might be a roll to even get it done right here. Oh, and that's the crit that they were talking about in the chat. So they seem to be clicking very quickly. They're a bit ahead of us.
It's like Gengar can get through with just a little bit of Starmie chip and the top on the Blitz.
I mean,
that was a very big
River
crit.
has been staying in it, keeping this alive. So, and you Gengar and you switch out to Zap here to get more chip. Oh, and Luthier
forfeit coming out here.
Just gives it up.
Thunderbolt looks like it cleans straight through.
And I see that the next game has started, so let's just get right into that. Not waste any time.
An excellent match. Luthier looked in an excellent position. And
yes, very.
Blissey managing to break through Regice in the end game there.
Yeah, Fire Blast definitely working overtime in that game.
Like Zapdos share paras. Looks like we're gonna have something that both teams don't really like Zapdos that much. Sharing chip and pairs on each other.
Nice focus punch from Luthier, getting some extra chip on the Metagross. So Zapdos, Snorlax is going to be some sort of more offensive team. Usually, if you want to play slower paced, you just use Blissey and not Snorlax. So definitely Luthier looking to make faster progress in this one. And River with Zapdos and Metagross can be just about any sort of offensive structure. Unlikely to be super defensive. Oh, and immediate. Looking like a defensive Jirachi there taking that, if it's Choice Band or action.
Well, it's not banned, it revealed Psychic. So
oh, well, I'm a bit...
like Super Jirachi.
No.
Oh, it's banded.
Oh, no.
Fighting comes out. That could just,
Yeah, this is looking very rough.
Especially that Metaboom looked very desperate to get rid of that Starmie, which tells me there's probably not a lot left to hold on against it.
Yeah, my fault for missing the Metagross clicking Psychic, but
yeah.
Okay,
it's like
we have
probably
DD Ments can always get it done, so...
Oh, that's how you steal it right there.
Yeah, I mean, the crit helps for sure.
If you need something to break Starmie, that'll do it.
And Swampert in the back is Just what Luthier needs, I think. This is...
Has to be Def Pert.
Yeah, from... Oh, Monopert possibly here with Toxic. The issue with that is if the Pert gets chipped at all, the Ments might just stay in and either fish for Toxic Miss or just try to get it done in the end game if it's low enough.
Yeah, it's a very meaningful Snorlax chip.
Yes, we'll see what kind of Snorlax this is. Looking like Luthier is willing to trade down here. We'll see if it blows up on the rest or... Okay.
Accepting the trade.
Yeah. Suicune's gonna die to Toxic here once Luthier reveals their next Pokemon.
Imagine we're gonna see something good in the Pert come out. Nope, just gonna trade Pert HPs.
Yeah. I think, okay. Well, 2 misses there, so no progress made.
Way off Pert here as well.
And 2 misses again. And another Toxic
Go for
miss.
A third.
Yeah, Luthier really not connecting on these Toxics right now. I think he's probably been a little bit too positive in his life. He can't Toxic anything. But River getting some Hydro Pumps to connect, and unless and it's Curse. Okay.
Curse means no refresh here. Pretty sure it's gonna be Ice Beam EQ in the remainder.
Yeah, I mean, Curse 3 attacks is definitely very interesting from River. Typically, you'd want to either protect or rest on Cursed Pert, so you'd give up Hydro Pump.
Yeah, but it looks like when I see the Psychic meta, he's probably doing Scar and Beat Down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the Curse Pert is... Curse Pert is definitely putting in work like there's no tomorrow. Like, the Curse Pert's working like it's going out of style.
It's gonna come down to this last one.
Yeah.
Just with the only thing that could really seal it is maybe an Arrow Flinch on Pert. But after an Intim, it looks pretty rough.
We'll see, because Luthier can still have a myriad of things in the back. I wonder if Surf kills the Zapdos. Because if it's a roll, then I think Luthier might have to just risk it. If his last can't switch into Zapdos confidently.
Yeah, both Zapdoses took 50 from Thunderbolts on turn 1, so it's probably more offensive, I think.
Yeah, looks
pretty good odds the Surf can break through.
Sounds like a standard Zapdos turn 1. And it does, so Luthier getting a lot of health back here. Yeah, I think River's just gonna have to go for it like I described on the Toxic. Yeah.
Fortunately, hitting the one Toxic that does matter.
Yeah, if Luthier missed 3 Toxics like before, it might have been over.
And getting the Protect turn right.
Yeah, I mean, River with a heads-up play to try to Dragon Dance on the Protect, but... Oh, and another one, yeah. I mean...
It's really the life of the party, this Salamence.
Yeah.
I still don't think it's going to kill with a Fly.
Oh, and
there's
a Mence in the back. Which...
Honestly?
Does not live, so... But, I think, yeah.
It's just too much. Depends on this Hydro, how much it does.
Honestly, you teched here, and Monopert's faster than Curse Pert. So it might not matter. I think it does 26%, yeah.
It does. Awesome.
And the, having all that...
beat pretty much the whole team.
Yeah, Swampert was really... I mean, it did exactly what you bring it to do, right?
Very
so
well played.
That ties it up 1-1, going into Game 3, which thankfully has not started yet, unlike the last one, where we were commentating the last few turns while Game 2 was already going on. So I'm
interested in your impression on it here. Both players have brought, well, I guess Rivers brought a lot of standard teams, 2 standard teams, and Luthier's brought some more out-of-the-box stuff.
Yeah, I think
they're gonna come back to something safe for Game 3.
I think River very well might bring out her typical Fortress or another sort of more defensive team that she likes. I don't know if we're gonna be seeing any like Registeel V5 today, but that slower paced kind of bulky spikes. Oh, and we're about to find out.
Alright, we're introduced to another Tar lead.
Yeah, so Metagross lead from Luthier. He's doesn't look to be bringing more defensive stuff. Metagross usually seen as a more offensive lead. And Tyranitar obviously can be anything it wants. So, yeah, River obviously has to reveal Steel Resist there, because otherwise Mash makes too much progress from Choice Band Metagross. Jirachi, if it's coming in, is defensive.
I think if Mence comes in, it's revealing that it's mixed.
Yeah, I think a very good chance that's mixed Mence. But the Jirachi revealing Ice Punch. So it's not Wish Protect like I thought it might have been coming into that Metagross. Could be Sub CM. Those run Ice Punch. I think if it's Sub CM Rachi, you see it here. But, oh, and Luthier going for the T-Wave. Okay. I would have thought he might check once for the sub by clicking Seismic Toss. But very fair if he doesn't think it's Sub CM. And the Tyranitar...
that a Sub CM Jirachi wouldn't come in hard on a meta turn 1.
I would definitely be inclined to agree with him on that. And Tyranitar eating the Paralysis is not ideal, but probably better than the Jirachi.
This makes me think there's maybe not a natural cure in the back.
Yeah, either that or River brought Heal Bell. If the Tar's coming in on Bliss, it's probably physical, so good chance you see a Rock Slide or a Focus Punch come out here. And Suicune is a very safe answer to most things Tyranitar can click into Blissey. And, okay, we have a Mag offense with Blissey
very
from Luthier.
Suspiciously blue offense coming from Luthier.
Yeah. I mean, the Blissey there sort of disguised the Mag team, because you don't see that too often. And we have, looks like Moltres Spikes from River. So this is definitely more in her wheelhouse, I would say. I think if this is defensive pert, then you're going to see that Rachi is more offensive, since you don't need the full force of 2 rock resists usually. And especially having revealed Ice Punch, not typically seen on the more defensive Jirachi sets. And this Suicune on Luthier's side is probably going to be Rest Talk. That's typically seen on Magneton teams.
Yeah, just remove the roar so I can set up freely. Honestly, it's extremely dangerous already.
Yes, looking very, very threatening. I think it's definitely a good moment that the players are taking a second to think. Now that there's more Pokemon revealed from both sides, definitely should be making a game plan here.
It's like Luthier's taking their time here.
Yeah. Which I think it's a good choice. You got the Skarm trapped in exchange for 1 layer, as is typical. And you see the 4 out of 5 remaining Pokemon, so it's a good time to think about how you want to go about this. River seemingly knows exactly what she wants to do here, so either there's another Suicune answer in the last slot, or she's going to Jirachi here.
I'd be surprised if there wasn't something solid in the Suicune here.
Yeah,
with Moltres on the team.
Moltres, Tar, Pert doesn't do very well into Suicune, so Yeah.
Could even be another Curse Pert just to store up the defense against it.
I'm not sure how I feel about Curse Pert here. I don't think you're beating down the Skarm as much. Okay, Celebi,
Celebi
yeah.
does come out.
River definitely came packing a Suicune answer. Leech Seed, very typical in this kind of position. I think if Luthier had Ice Beam, he would have clicked it there, so this is very likely to be the modest Rest Talk Suicune. And Psychic revealed could still be a lot of sets from Celebi, but I feel like, yeah, with Hidden Power Fire, this is going to be Leech 3 attacks. And the Suicune is just going to try and, you know, beat down the Celebi 1v1. I think importantly in this 1v1 is that Leech Seed and Giga Drain both have quite low PP, so using them against Suicune will run you out of them very quickly.
He has managed to put Suicune in a spot where it's stuck on its 2 rest turns, though.
Yes, I think that's very
and
well
found
done.
the way with the Moltres on.
And Moltres coming in here is very threatening. And okay, Luthier reveals Protect on the Metagross, getting the extra turn to Scout in case River wanted to double out like this. I think a lot of this game for River is going to come down to how she manages the Suicune. So this is a very good start. One layer being up, the Suicune having no turns burnt of its sleep, so it'll have to sleep 2 more turns when it comes in. We'll give plenty of opportunity to whatever River wants to do against it. And the Jirachi, last time it came in, revealed Calm Mind, so it's going to be some sort of offensive Jirachi there.
Did it show Calm Mind?
Yeah, it turn 16. It clicked turn Calm Mind.
Let's see.
Yeah. With Ice Punch, I'm thinking it's very likely it's sub CM, just Ice Punch Thunderbolt, but could be Super Rachi with that coverage. Okay, I think this Mag might have either HP Grass or Toxic if it's gonna come in, or Luthier just wants to. Oh, yeah, Luthier just wants to get rid of it.
So I'm just trying to intimidate or protect just to see.
Yeah, I mean.
Hidden Power into the Protect to scare him. Yeah, her.
Yeah, I think that Hidden Power crit really jump scared River, because if that was Grass, that would have wiped the Swampert off the face of the earth. And a Celebi in the back for Luthier. I think on this kind of team, it's either going to be the same Leech 3 attack set that River's also using, or I was going to say it could be Calm Mind, because Skarm can't roar it out if it's dead. And it is.
There's the Calm Mind.
So I think this Celebi definitely does not need its fire coverage, since it's paired with Magneton. So I'm expecting Psychic +1.
Importantly, it's also faster than Moltres. It can secure the 2 KO here.
Okay, so this is I'm not quite sure how fast people typically run there. Oh, and it's Overheat Moltres. So that's good information for Luthier, because that does massive damage to Celebi, even with the Spidef boost from Calm Mind.
Take my insight and just believe that Overheat kills with the +1 there.
I think it very well might, because if the Moltres was slower, it's very likely Modest.
Yeah.
And here, Swampert is going to make some progress. Yeah, although even
very defensive Suicune.
Yeah, with 2 sleep turns, the Swampert can't actually beat the... Oh, but this is very important. That Sleep Talk there does not burn a sleep turn since Luthier switched out. So now the Suicune's at lower health and it has to burn 2 sleep turns again.
Name of the game is going to get this Moltres breaking through something.
Yeah. I think if River wants to break the Blissey with Moltres, she'll have to get it to a little bit lower health and then click the other fire move as it comes in into an overheat kill. So I assume with overheat you have a flamethrower Moltres there. A very nice Ice Beam on the Celebi coming in. Especially since this is looking like yeah, it doesn't have recover, so very, very important chip there.
Luthier, of course, didn't want to catch that EQ with the Suicune.
Mm-hmm.
Get stuck sleeping.
Yeah, I mean,
EQ
EQ would have...
out with the Ice Beam onto the Celebi.
Yeah.
Now the position looks extremely playable.
Yes, I think...
I'll go.
I think River has gotten herself into a position where she's a little bit ahead, and she can... And that chip on the Metagross is important as well. Now it can't even like think about taking Swampert EQ or Hydro Pump and exploding on it if it's not faster.
Apparently, it's also pretty close to not being able to stop a Jirachi after Spike if it's Fire Punchless.
Yeah.
So I'm leaning towards it not having Fire Punch, considering I think Celebi showed Fire.
Yeah, very importantly, and with a Moltres on the team, right?
Yeah.
Very importantly, the Jirachi Thunderbolt does usually between 40% and half to Metagross. And here, I mean, if you have to go Blissey on Swampert, it's really not looking ideal. Because the Blissey is really the only thing stopping from the Moltres from just tearing through Luthier's team. And the important thing about that chip earlier on the Celebi is it can't come into Swampert very easily. I think, yeah, it's close to even getting KO'd by Earthquake at 33% from spikes.
Even if it manages to get in now, it doesn't really have a great click.
Yeah, because River's own Celebi comes in and, yeah, River clicking.
Very aggressive Ice Beam. Maybe trying to catch the Mixments coming in.
Yeah, I think it's good. You have a couple free turns to click that, even though, you know, because the Blissey doesn't immediately threaten to do anything to the Swampert without a freeze. So it's more important to stop the other stuff from coming in.
A little faster than Bliss, so we could see it reveal.
Oh, and the
it actually just gets the chip here.
I think this might do it here. With this is going to be very big progress the next time the Moltres comes in. And forced to go to a very low HP Celebi.
We're just going to see the other Celebi come in. Try to secure this with an HP Fire.
Yeah.
The only thing stopping River from taking this set is how fast the Jirachi is compared to the Salamence now.
Well,
or if it's DD. Could be DD.
I think this, with a Magneton, it's DD, but the Swampert's still very healthy.
And it needs the HP Ice.
Yeah.
Or the HP Flying,
HP Flying. And this is, yeah, this is looking over. Very well played from River.
Managing to sneak through that Celebi with that Ice Beam was extremely heads up after the Suicune got chipped.
Yeah.
Forced to sleep earlier in the battle. Excellent line, long-term plan breakthrough.
And now, yeah, the
Moltres HP Grass should just kill in 2 hits here. Maybe one after Sand.
Well, and there it is. So River takes it in 3 games. Very very tight first 2 games, and she just ran away with it a little bit here in the second half of this game.
As soon as the Blissey went down, overthinking the Swampert.
Yeah, that was later. That was what really like sealed the deal. But the Suicune going down to 50% with no turns burnt really made it like it couldn't come in on anything.
Stuck sleeping the whole game.
So yeah,
excellent pressure, never giving any time.
Yeah, I think a well-played set from both players. But River showing why the managers were willing to spend big money on her. Anyway, I think that'll be it from us. I hope everyone enjoyed this. I think it was the first live commentary of the tournament so far. So I hope there's more to come, and yeah, I hope the viewers at home enjoyed it.
Absolutely. We'll see River more in this tournament, I'm sure.
Yes. Alright, see y'all, and stay tuned. There's going to be more gaming to come.